Howdy. Wagwan, how you doing, guys? Karibu sana. Welcome to another video. Feel most welcome. Okay, feel most welcome. Subscribe the channel if you haven't. And yeah, as you join in, please smash that like button. Okay, as you join in, smash that like button. I'm happy to see you in the house. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, guys. As you join in, like the video. All right, sorry for that delay. I was organizing my system, see what's happening. Glad we're back. I'm having my ginger here. I hope you have yours too. Kiss the video. Wow, this is fine. This is good. All right, karibu sana. I see everyone in the house. I see everyone in the house. Can we get started? Of course, let me put something here. I really want to start with this one. Okay, I just want to start from here. Just a minute. Just a minute. Let me show you what I have to present to you. Okay, as a matter of fact, let me just say as a disclaimer, okay? As a disclaimer, let me just say as a disclaimer, this image, some image here and some video might come as a little sensitive. So please, if you're a little sensitive too, you may need to close one eye, right? If you're really sensitive, you may need to close one eye. Let me close the music. Yeah, let me stop the music. Okay, as I'm saying, if you're a little sensitive, so you may need to close one eye because some image may come sensitive. Okay, there's this young man here. I don't know if you guys know him. I have to share this because it's I've seen like it's being ignored. I don't know why they ignore this young man. So I'm really sharing this not because of reaction, but just because of concern and because of this belief that this young man has been here working at the construction site, and the boy has been working here for for all this time, and he posted something in his community post saying he's not feeling well. The boy has really undergone some serious injury, serious burn. Okay, according to his community post, he said he got burned with oil, right? And does it concern you that as close as he was with to MARWA, as close as he was there working there, as hard as he was working, and after even announcing that he had this accident, he has this one, nobody actually is. Let me not say nobody, but particularly his boss has not even said anything about him. Nobody's concerned about this young man. I mean, it really shocks me that much. It really shocks me. It goes deeper. It shocks me so hard to imagine that this young man was working there. He was so close at there, and he got an injury, like an accident. He got an accident. He posted there, and he said he's sick. He got some serious burn from hot oil, and now nobody's talking about him. Nobody's giving him attention. You know, Yeah, sometimes you may be surprised, but sometimes you may say, okay, if Marwa does not even care about grandma, that he's collecting money on her back, how will he be concerned about this young man? You know, you give me goosebumps. Sometimes you really give me goosebumps, you know. It gives me goosebumps to even look at that image over there. But that is Chris Madiba. Let me show you his community post before we go to it. Okay. So here's Chris Madiba's channel. For those of you who don't know him, that is him. And he wrote a post 2 days ago actually. He said on his channel 2 days ago, he said, "Hello family, please pray for me. I'm in hospital right now with severe hot oil burns." Okay, he said that 2 days ago, that he's in hospital, admitted there with severe hot oil burns. It was 2 days ago actually. So a day ago, that is basically yesterday, he updated subscribers with this post, and he said, "Hello family, please continue to pray for me because it's not easy. I got transferred yesterday. Now I'm in referral hospital, Migori town." You know, it really concerned me. Okay, it really frightens me. It really frightens me to see what this young man is going through and how nobody's actually nobody talking about him. I don't know why the building and the walls and the whatever have to be so important than people's health. You know, I know you guys have a lot of questions right now. Someone actually asked me if this thing happened at the site. No, it is said that this thing happened actually in his kitchen. I don't know where. He said he got burned hot oil. So I'm not sure. I can't really clarify that where that accident happened. But this young man is seriously injured and in a serious condition. But now, what is more concerning is the idea that this Chris Madiba was so much closer to his boss. You can see even the profile picture. The profile picture is him holding the hands of the boss. You know, and his videos. The last video he posted, it was 3 days ago, when they were there with the MARWAs and posing there for whatever they were doing. All that, he was working there. You can see all his videos recently. It was about the working. And Marwa was there, you know, praising him and say he's the most hardworking man over there. He's humble and all that. But now he got a problem. He got an accident. And as you can see, he's seriously in some mess. Why is Marwa not even saying something about him? Not even updating subscribers that one of the boys had an accident here. You know. Gianpaolo said Marwa sacrificed him. For real. Seriously. Sorry. So while I'm trying to imagine what could be happening here and how serious this situation is, but nobody's talking about him. And they've moved on, they're now collecting money for whatever they're doing. You know, it raises a lot of questions for me to even ask. All those boys who are volunteering there to work for free. Actually, this guy was working for free, you know. So at this point where he's like this, so injured like this, why could they not even actually come through for him? I mean, seriously, he needs some help. Okay, why not even share this information? You don't need to send money. Actually, share the information to subscribers. Tell them one of the guys who've been working here, Chris Madiba, is seriously in some serious mess. Okay, he got an accident. Nobody prays for accident, but something like this happened. You ignore him. You continue making money. I mean, some people are so heartless. Why is that so? Not even anyone from the construction site is giving him attention. Seriously. Even Daniel, seriously. This guy was working for your grandma. Eh? Uh, Hamis, what you're saying, Maro doesn't have to go there the same day. He can still even go there weekend. Why do you always make it appear that he owes them that urgency? You keep on pushing. He will visit when he's free. Are you listening to yourself, Hamis? Hamis, are you really, when you are typing such kind of nonsense, do you even read? Do you read your comment before even posting it? Because it comes out like you speaking like a, you writing as if you, I don't know. I don't know how to even describe you, Hamis. You know, I don't know even to describe you, because it's the same way that you saying there's no problem. He can visit even after 1 week or whatever. The same way his late manager died. He never even attended. So people are like, no, he can attend even after burial. He can go there and pay visit. Even if he go to the burial, nothing will happen. It won't change nothing. You know. It won't change nothing, won't resurrect. That is how actually people are saying when we made reaction and saying, why did Maro not even attend the funeral or the burial of the late manager? People are like, no, he doesn't have to go. He doesn't have to go the same day. He can even, bro, someone been there working for you. He has a problem. And now you come here and say, yeah, he doesn't have to go. Bro, I don't know what is really, really wrong with you guys. Or not you like you, but the Marwas foot soldiers like Hamis. This guy, Chris Madiba, is in some serious trouble. And you can see he's been working here. To make it even worse, he was not even being paid. So why can't you even feel empathy, or maybe just feel for him, or maybe making a note to subscriber, or maybe sharing this news and saying, oh, okay, this boy has been working here and he has an accident. So at least people can know. If this thing was someone, maybe Maro was crying about his finger, or maybe he hammered his nail. I mean, why don't you even feel sorry for this young man? I know maybe it doesn't concern you, but it comes out so reckless, Amis, for you to say something like that. Considering this we're talking about human life, human health. So, okay, they're building a wall, they're doing all that, they're collecting money. But this young man can suffer because, oh, Maro, what wall will Maro visit after this young man has recovered from the hospital? You know, what will he visit afterwards? If you can come through for me when I need you the most, what will you come through when everything is gone? Sometimes, I really feel like you are mentally challenged, just like Maro says. Something's really, really wrong with your head. Some wires are really disconnected. You need to visit a physician or someone who can fix your wires, because I don't really think your head is okay. I don't think your head is okay. On a serious note. I don't know. Karibu-san. Sorry for Chris' accident. Looks quite grave. Worse is when he was working for free. Hospital B may be difficult even at the government referral hospital. You have to pay for some things. That's my point actually. The point is Maro knows deep down that this guy will need some money to pay his hospital bills. And you know that he was working there for free. He never got paid. So at this moment that he needs some money maybe to pay for his medical cover, medical services. So they're ignoring him. I don't know why they expect him to get the money, yet he was working there for free. Sometimes just have a little empathy with you, because it's the same thing. If Hamisi, you see, this is the same exact thing that is happening with the grandma too. Because grandma is in hospital. She is going through a lot of problems right now. But someone is at her home building the houses and are constructing the walls and even deciding where they will put the wall without her involvement. It really concerns me. Like someone is there, Sensor, is there in her home. He has not visited the grandma. All he's concerned about, he's going to do this, buy this, go buy chairs and bed and whatever. Don't even visit the grandma at hospital. Does it make sense? It doesn't make sense. So you really think that building the walls, building this is more important than someone who is in hospital or someone's health. That's what sometimes some people may think. I really feel like it goes deeper more than that, you know. We go deeper, and I think if someone uh, if someone for example from Maro's family was in this situation, I think now it would have been made a global issue, or maybe everyone's problem. Everyone would be forced to know that okay, someone is in mess, or maybe let's assume this could be uh, God forbid this, if this was Rocio, I know maybe everything would be put on hold just to make it, to make it up for Rocio, or maybe to go and see Rocio. Oh, these are, or maybe someone, for example, from the family closest, maybe from Kisi, they will be so much concerned to go and see, oh, this person, or this person like that, this person. But now the boss only cares about money. Nobody's talking about this young man, and I really feel that is inhuman in a way. It's really wrong. Just try to have some empathy in you, a little bit. I have, it's not like Maro doesn't know. It's not like Maro doesn't know about this issue. He really do. He knows. He even mentioned it. Yes, OT. He really mentioned that the guy is in hospital. So it means he knows very well that this young man got this injury or this accident. He's in hospital. But because this process will going to need money, and according to him, people are diverting diverting funds. He doesn't want to split any kind of funds to go to him. That's the thing. But if this was someone else, everything would be put in hold, Yeah. But anyway, that's how it goes, That's how it goes. I don't even think I don't think it's I don't think it's something that even give Marwa anything. Yeah, Oti, the guy mentioned in his post, actually 2 days ago, he said he got some serious hot oil burns, like it was hot oil burns. So I don't know what he was frying and he got burned. I was asking if this thing happened at the site or in his home. So, but according to his post, he said he got some serious hot oil burn. You can see that. That is what he wrote there. So, so that is what's up. That's what happened there. That was actually 2 days ago. You can imagine he posted this 2 days ago. Maro know it. A day ago he posted this as an evidence because maybe people will be like, oh, he needs money. So he went ahead and posted this for people to see that, or maybe to prove that indeed he got some serious injuries, right? But because they know deep down that maybe that process is gonna need money, they don't want nobody to split money to go to Madiba. As hard as he was working, I feel sorry for him. I really feel sorry for Madiba, and I actually made this reaction, not just to say or maybe to speak, but at least to bring it to people's attention, because Maro watches these people. Maro watches reactors. He watches me, and his subscribers also watch me. Team Masoda, hello. Team Masoda, like the video. So because they watch us, they watch reactors. If they don't talk about it, we will talk about it, and by so they're going to act. For example, you remember when I talked about grandma being sick in hospital and nobody's visiting. So today, Maro decided to send Rocio to accompany Brian to go and see grandma. It's because of reactors. I know they are acting because reactors are talking about it. And so for Rocio to go today and see grandma in hospital or take food to her is because of how people are like, okay, why are you guys so invested in constructing houses and buying furniture in the house? Well, the owner of the home is not home. She's feeling so unwell. She's admitted in the hospital, and you guys don't care about that person. So I thought that's why you saw today Rocio coming there sitting on a motorbike to take food to grandma, and Maro now is saying, you know what, and it concerns me that Maro is not launching a very serious. He's launching a very serious claim that the other side of the home, you see, the other side of the home they're feeling so jealous about the grandma, so they want to put her down. So Maro was making, he launched some serious claims, some serious allegations that for example, right now we have built a very big house that has never been seen in this village, and we didn't take the money from the other side of the home to bring to this side of the grandma. So why would they feel so jealous of her? I didn't know that whoever wants grandma gone is the family, the other side of the family, because basically that is what Maro is trying to say. So he's offering to give food that he eats. I mean, Rocio will take food to her, and it's because of, they watch reactors, then they see people are concerned. I mean, why will you be so comfortable in someone's home, planning to set a wall, planning to buy this, planning to buy that, even buying her the bed or whatever? Some things I really think that you have to build a house, maybe get them involved. Grandma, what will you need? What will you prefer? And grandma now will be there to say, I'll prefer a bed of this type, I'll prefer a seat of this type. But now you can imagine that the guy, the grandma is still in hospital, but Mara is there even to decide where the perimeter wall will run, and even closing roads and opening new roads on someone's land. Is that not concerning? If I ask you guys, is that not even concerning? Like, grandma is admitted in hospital, nobody's going to see her except the children. So this guy is here dividing the land, deciding where the perimeter wall will be, and throwing all these things here while grandma is admitted in hospital. Some crazy things here, and I really feel like when the daughter, because the daughter now has said she's coming home to see the mother, when she comes home, I don't think things will be so easy there. Things will go, maybe they may take a new turn, because the reason why she's coming might not be as easy as it is. Anyway, let me play a video here, some receipts, so that we can talk about it. Eva Miller is saying grandma should not eat anything from Rocio or Marwa if she wants to come out of the hospital live. Wow. Construction attracts more donation. After Brian project, we will move to Mayugno. You have less than, oh my God, yeah, crazy. That it is though. Kenge is about the property. So if grandma is out of the equation, Kenge and racist will swoop in saying he is paying Brian's fee. So hope grandma, oh my God. Oh my, I'm as cruel as that reality sounds, as cruel as it sounds, that is the truth. Because why would this guy go on there? You'll see him actually even deciding where the wall will be, which road will be closed, and which one will be open, without the homeowner. I mean, it's crazy. The homeowner will be the one to decide where the wall will be running, where the fence will be reaching, who will be locked out, and stuff like that. But now, what will someone, a stranger, total stranger, come and make such decisions where the homeowner is admitted in hospital? Anyway, let's listen to how Kenge is saying that who wants grandma gone. According to him, he says that the neighbors, not the neighbors actually, the other family members, they want her out of the equation because they're jealous of her. And yeah, they're jealous. Oh my God. Anyway, let's start from there, guys. Like the video. Like the video as we're starting from there. Like the video as we're starting from here.
Rocio, where is Mosabi?
Mosabi said because we were not teaching it like.
Yeah, you see this kind of the Lulu people here. Someone so delusional like Julia Thomas is saying, grandma's son is telling Maro what to do, and you know what goes in the village. Are you crazy? the grandson that you're talking about is an underage. If you're talking about Brian, if you're talking about Daniel, Daniel comes from a different home, a complete different home. He has no authority to decide whatever is happening in this other home. So you can say that Daniel can decide where the wall will be or what they will do. That is the decision that should be made by the homeowner. Grandma should be involved in some decision making here. Some things are really, really huge for a stranger to come here and decide, here's the wall, here's something, and this is what we'll be doing. We will close this road. We will donate this piece of land for roads. How do you do that? Are you the husband? Are you the husband to grandma? You know, it's crazy. But unfortunately, people like you, Julia Thomas, you won't see. Anyway, let's talk about grandma and her health and why does she not want to eat.
He could have come with another bike, or you already have the food.
We have the food.
Yeah, go see grandma quickly. Yeah, and I'm gonna go. You guys didn't wear a helmet. Let me give you a helmet also. Okay.
Yeah, believer. That as crazy as it sounds, that is the reality. That's true. From all that time, Brian was here working because Sensor told him to be working here. Marwa has never taken a moment to go and visit grandma. He's here making decisions on her behalf, donating land for the road, closing some road and opening some new one, deciding where the road and the whatever will be. You know, it's as if Marwa is the husband to grandma. You know, I don't understand that kind of relationship. Where do you get such much power to decide where the wall will be, which land you will be donating to the road? The owner of the home is admitted so sick in the hospital, she doesn't even want to eat. But someone is out there making huge decisions on their behalf. Now it makes me wonder, like, who are you? I mean, who are you, my guy? Are you the husband? Are you grandpa to this home? I didn't know. Maybe you are. I mean, okay. Maybe I'm overreacting, I'm overjudging. But who is Maro, by the way? Who's Maro to grandma? Is he the husband? Maybe we didn't know. Okay, Maro, forgive me. I didn't know. Maybe you were. Please, you may need to clarify that. Hey, I am the homeowner. Maybe I am the husband. So we can stop bothering you and let you do whatever you want to do. So Brian and the grandma, Brian and Rocio are now visiting grandma for the first time. Crazy.
We are going to see grandma in the hospital.
Yeah. That is courtesy of reactors. And you know what? One thing is, I make these reactions not just because I mean, not just for the sake of it, but I know that they help. They really help a lot. When we were talking about why is Rocio not visiting grandma, what Maro not visiting, so today they just try to play that, you know, some PR, damage control. So grandma and Brian and Rocio now visiting grandma hospital. She refused to eat any food. She said she's not gonna eat no food. So that idea, Hamisi is saying you are easily omitting the presence of Chacha Tales, who is the eldest grandson in that home. Hamisi, I want you to understand one thing. You are an African from the African setup and from the Kenyan setup. When we're talking about grandson, please specify, because the husband of this home, or maybe the homeowner, like that is grandpa, had 3 wives. I want you to get it from that point. 3 wives. So Chacha Tales plus all those other boys, they come from a different home, from different wives. They have no authority to come and decide what will be happening on grandma's side and this other home. I want you to understand that. Do not even sound like you know anything here. You don't know nothing. Okay? Because a polygamous home with 3 wives, you even saw they have a boundary in the middle of the compound. You can imagine how deep that is. They have a boundary in the middle of the compound. So this other home cannot come and decide what is happening in this other home. So whoever will be there, or maybe so a grandson can come and decide what will be happening for. Bro, are you drunk? I mean, you're probably high on some illegal stuff tonight. I don't really think that you're normal. You need to detox. Go and drink some milk. You need some milk. Have you heard about that? Damn, he needs some milk.
Yeah, we decided that, so I'm told that grandma does not want to eat food. And this is a little controversial, but
This guy is saying that he's told, okay? Mr. Man is saying he's told that grandma does not want to eat food. It's not the idea that he doesn't want to eat food, it's the idea that grandma cannot now understand. As I told you from day one, as I started making reaction about grandma being admitted in hospital, I told you that from what I heard, because one of the family members spoke to me, told me, grandma is saying, okay, grandma is saying that she has been cautioned by family members not to step in that house because she really feel like there is a hidden motive. There is a very something motive behind why they had to do that, because they were asking her, are you related in any way to this guy? She said no. What is that big thing that you did to deserve all this? She said nothing. So they asked her, what is the end game? Okay, what are they going to benefit from all this practice? Because as I told you, that maybe you and I can understand the power of YouTube. You can understand that people can come through for you on this platform. But now, when it comes to the village and how the village operate, is a different whole thing, okay? And so the villagers, on those people in the village, they don't understand that YouTubers or subscribers and donators will be sending money. Someone is sending $3,000, $500, $1,000, like for what sake? So grandma has been told by or cautioned by members of family not to step her foot in that house because they told her that would be it, like she'd be sacrificed. Because why would someone come and build you such a huge house? You see, this kind of thing, they happen really, like this kind of thoughts, they run deeper in the villages. People believe in people believe in witchcraft, people believe in some superstition, they believe in some forces, some energies. So you cannot eliminate that from people. So when they spoke down to grandma and told her, you, grandma, be so cautious with what you do. Do not move to that house unless you know what is happening. Have you ever, then I even advised her to go visit whatever, a prayer person to go and, tell her to go and tell what is happening there. So that is basically it. So grandma is kind of scared to come to this house because she feel like there's a motive behind. And now that thing is scaring the hell out of her. She's admitted to the hospital. So thing that is coming out is that she has refused to eat anything there from that home. She just doesn't want to be any part of this because she feel like, okay, these Illuminati people, they want to eliminate me, or these people want to do this. They want to sacrifice me and take whatever I'm left with. And to make it even worse, they were calling the daughter who's left, the only alive daughter, to come back home, to quit the job, to come home and get paid by the same people who have built the house. So the deal was too good. You understand that? The deal was huge, too good for them to think that that is a legitimate deal. As I said, as I'm repeating this, you and I who are in this platform we can say that it's possible because, of course, I've been here in this platform. I've received more than $1,000 from people here sending me super chats, supporting me. I know that is possible, like really, really possible. But now, when it comes to the village, it is so different. So they're cautioning grandma not to come back to this house, not to move into this new home, because whoever is building the home does not care about her, does not even visit her. She only do this, and they're asking grandma, so what is the end game? What are they going to benefit in return? They say now, because you are not in the table, you are in the menu. Okay? If you're not in the table, you're in the menu. I mean, if something is given for you or to you for free, then you are the product. She kind of have those kind of thoughts. So as it's going like that, grandma refuses to eat the food. And so Marwa was saying is because of the people who are cooking here, they could be witches. So they stopped cooking. And now Marwa decided to tell Rocio to carry food to grandma, but she refused to eat completely. Now they have to go with Brian. At least grandma can see, oh, so Brian is here, and maybe she can trust the food and eat. But she has refused. So she has a lot of questions to ask about this whole deal because things happen real quick. I mean, without you can imagine that, you know, the deal is too good. That is the thing. The deal is too good for grandma to synthesize or to digest. Okay, but anyone else, you know, maybe you can understand or anyone else can understand, but the deal sounds too good, you know. So yeah, the grandma feel like she's on the menu because she's not on the table where decisions are being made. So she definitely feel like she's on the menu. She's the one. I mean, she's the food. She's the product. No, she feels so frequent. You know. I can understand grandma's skepticism. You know, RNM, you are my country person. You come from Kenya. You understand some cultures here. For example, if that was my mama, I would totally understand because just in 2 weeks, some guys appear to my home, say that my son or my grandson has stolen. And so because instead of punishing the grandson, they need to change our lives. And in just 2 weeks, things are happening so quick and you're right there where you are. You can start feeling some sort of way. As JT, I may not feel so because I know what YouTube is and I know what donors are. I know when people can decide to change your life, they can. But now, if that was my mama thinking the same way, I will totally understand her, like completely. So that's why I don't really feel like a grandma is feeling that skeptical or maybe she's being paranoid for no reason. I really feel that she has all the reason to feel so, you know, like completely. You know, Sarah saying, JT, it makes sense that people in the village are afraid of MARWA. Their fear is rooted in what happened to women who visited the home. You already know the story. I do. I mean, you can imagine like 2 women visiting there. Upon leaving, they go missing. They go and leave. Okay, like they die mysteriously, and he doesn't even talk about that. A Jamaican grandma buys land there in his name. She doesn't survive. She just died like that. There was a woman who was working there as a manager. She just gone. The guy doesn't even visit, does not go to the funeral. So according to our cultures, according to our beliefs in the village, we feel like whoever is responsible for someone demise cannot dare to come to your funeral. For example, if you are the one who is responsible for my death, you can come to my funeral. So those kind of things, they join the doors. They can try to come up with the stories and narrative, and they now doubt this guy like whole time. They really doubt what is happening. So grandma is feeling skeptical or paranoid. She feel like no, this deal is way outside. I can't do this. I don't want to even eat their food. I don't want to do nothing. I just want to be me. I just want to do my things. Let them do their thing. I'm not even moving to their house. That is actually what she said. She doesn't want to go there. And you know what is even crazier? There is this young man called Brian. Brian has said he's not going to school until grandma comes home and they celebrate. So if that part is not happening, Brian has vowed not to go to school. So you can imagine things like that. So anyway, let's go on.
We are going to see grandma in the hospital. Yeah, we decided that, so I'm told that grandma does not want to eat food. And this is a little controversial, but...
Why? Why she doesn't want to eat food? Because, guys, have you liked the video? Please like the video for me.
You have to understand me. You see, we just built grandma a very beautiful house. So probably she's worried to eat food from any other source that maybe she doesn't trust her as grandma.
So if she doesn't trust anything that is coming out of that or outside there, so what makes you Maro think that and she may trust? Actually, he said, let me try. Okay, let Rocio go and try to see if maybe she can eat that food. Okay, because we need her to eat the food so that the doctors can get the stool and go and do a laboratory test from the stool so that they can establish a problem and treat her, because she need to come back home as soon as possible. We need to do a party. We have even prepared a cow. I mean, those kind of things, when they, for example, if that was you, okay, let's be realistic. Let's have a real talk. If that was you in the hospital, someone is back at home building your house and doing all that thing, He hasn't come to see you in a hospital, okay? But they want you to get well quickly so that you can go home for them to celebrate or go on with their things. Will you, I don't know, will you be comfortable? Will you be so free? Will you accept that is a goodwill or a gesture of goodwill? That someone is at your home, pretending to be caring so much for you. You're in a hospital. That person has never come to visit you. You may have a different thought, and I don't really feel like a grandma is wrong for thinking so, but I really think it has everything to do with what is happening here. Because if you think that maybe grandma is skeptical or grandma is paranoid, what about this young man that I was talking about here? This young man was working at MARWA's site. I mean at that project. He's working there as a volunteer. He was not being paid, and he got this serious injury, serious accident. He was burnt by oil, and he's admitted in hospital. MARWA has not said a thing about him. They have not even said that this guy maybe may need help or whatever, because they don't want to split any money to go to treat him. So he's so much in some deep pain. He even posted a community post there to update subscribers. Nobody's talking about that. So if grandma refuses to move into that house, I will totally understand, because oh my God, it's crazy. For example, this young man here, if people really cared about the well-being of people who are working there, at least this young man could at least receive some, they could give him attention a little bit. Or maybe MARWA, he could use his platform and say, he was giving him a shout out. He was always giving this young man a shout out, telling all you guys go and subscribe to him, or Chris Madiba is a good guy, he works here for free. But now he needs some help. Why can't you use your platform to at least let subscribers know that this young man is some deep problem? I mean, yes, I'm not Team MARWA, but I feel this young man as a brother. I mean, as my fellow man, young man. And I look at him in hospital. It's crazy, Vivian, while you're coming here to tell me that it's not nice to show him on camera, just that he posted that thing in his channel, okay? He posted it in his channel so that people can know. All right, so when you're coming here trying to act like you have to lecture me morally, or you have to come and educate me, that is the same that is the same hypocrisy that I always call out. Because you feel you want to sound like now you are morally upright, whatever I'm doing is evil. How come I show that thing on camera? Oh my God, how come I'm doing that? But now, remember, this young man is in some problem, and he was working there for your boss or whoever for free. He never received no payment. But right now he's admitted in hospital. He needs some help. They are ignoring him by saying, yeah, don't film someone who's sick. That is some nonsense, okay? That is some really nonsense. He posted himself there, okay? So because you guys don't want to give him, because you don't want to give him attention, it doesn't mean everyone else will ignore him. No, I really feel for him, because he's been working there for free, and now he needs some help, but people are ignoring him. Yeah, they come out here using that same nonsense, like, oh, it's not good to show someone who's sick, or it's not good to go to hospital and visit someone who's sick, or maybe even pull a camera. That is nonsense. That is some BS, okay? This young man had even to post himself here because people maybe were not believing. After posting himself 2 days ago, posting a community post, they ignored him. He had to post this as a proof that he's in some problem. So when you're coming here to lecture me, just go there and at least help him, all right? Let people know that this young man needs some help. I hope we're good, Vivian. Yeah, I hope now we're good. So next time you come, gather your facts, or just come with your brains functioning so well.
And I think that is understood. So that's why I decided, if she's not eating food, let me take the food that I eat, me as MARWA, through my wife, to take her in the hospital. Probably she may end up eating that.
Oh, okay. So MARWA feels like Mara feels like because grandma is not eating enough food, it's because she really feel like maybe that food is not to be trusted. So let me take the food that I'm eating to her. Maybe she can eat, maybe. If grandma is skeptical, if grandma is paranoid about you guys being involved in her things, or maybe if she's having that thought from people telling her that you guys are Illuminati or devil worshippers, even if you go there, or maybe even if you send your own food that you've been eating, she still won't believe it. She still won't trust it. So for Rocio to show up there after grandma being in hospital for closer to a week, it's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. And I think they're doing that because of reactors, because reactors have been calling them out and saying, you guys are so, you guys are just all you care about is money, donation, and collecting funds from here. Where someone is in hospital, you don't talk about him or her, you don't visit her. So that one is some damage control. Oh, I feel like if she doesn't want to eat food from other people, let me take my own food. Your food is now the problem. Okay? Your food is actually now the biggest problem. At least everyone else could bring the food. And why did Marwa tell everyone to stop cooking food to take to her so that he can cook food for her grandma? Okay.
And I think that is understood. So that's why I decided if she's not eating food, let me take the food that I eat, me as Marwa, through my wife to take her in the hospital. Probably she may end up eating that. Because number one reason is grandma is not, they wanted even to do some medical checkup for her stool.
Dr. Tendo is asking, if grandma reject that house, where will Marwa hide? This guy is shameless. I don't really think that will bother him. He will come out here full chest and publish, and can you even guess? Okay, let me just do this before I say what I think Marwa will do if grandma reject that house. If grandma become skeptical, maybe she hesitate to move into that house, please just let me know what you think will happen. What will be Marwa's next move? Just just a wild guess. Okay, drop a comment right now. I'm waiting. As you're liking the video, drop a comment right now. Let me know what do you think will happen if grandma comes out of hospital and refuse to move into that new house. What will be the next move? Let's go on. Drop that comment right now. I'm waiting to hear that. In the meantime, like the video. Next one is say, if the house is rejected, Marwa will blame Gintu. Voila. I will say nothing will happen, huh? Okay. He will buy the land. He will be buying the land, okay? Someone is saying, Marwa will say, exactly. Okay, let me finish there. That is the same thing I wanted to say. Okay, my point was, if grandma comes from hospital and she hesitate to move in, to move into the new house, sorry, you know what will happen? This guy will come here full chest and publish a video say she's so ungrateful that after all that we have done, she feel like we are devil worshippers and we want to sacrifice her. She doesn't want to move to the new house. That is exactly what this guy will say. He will say she's ungrateful. She will say she's really ungrateful. Any rejection of the house grandma results in the same results happened to Mama Ann. They will say she's ungrateful. Then I move in and no one will take care of her. He will charge rent for Daniel to bring. Oh, okay. Okay, Lisa. Grandma is already home, so the question is outdated. No, Hamisi, listen up. Grandma is home. I know that grandma is home, but in her old home. She hasn't moved in to the new house. She's still holding to that thought that they're telling her that these guys are Freemason and they want to sacrifice her. So she's skeptical to move into the new house. So what will happen if she doesn't accept to move into the new house? What will happen? She's back at home, but to make it worse, she hasn't moved into the new house. They're supposed to make a party, but right now she's back home to her old madhouse, and she's feeling like she won't be moving to the new house. Why? Because as people are telling her, baby, she's on the menu. Okay. She's the product. Okay. You know, one thing is they will call her ungrateful, and now maybe this guy might demand the house to be sold to someone else to compensate the money or stuff like that. Instead, grandma should move in and ban Kenge from the premise. One thing you have to understand is, if grandma move into that house, that will be like a community, a community house. Even donors, any donor, or maybe anyone, an international whatever as they call them, an international visitor comes from whatever US, they'll be brought here to see the house that was built in 19 days. That is one thing that grandma has to prepare for. Like, anyone who comes here to see the house, they will be allowed to enter the house, to go to the bedroom and film, just like Maru is filming grandma's bedroom right now in the madhouse. So those kind of things, I think, are the reason why grandma is a little bit skeptical, and she feel like, no, am I ready to deal with this kind of life? Like, okay, you build a house for me, but now I cannot have my private life there. Anytime you feel like pulling up there with a camera and say, yo guys, see, this is the house, or this is the house that we built in 19 days. Can you see that? Yeah, this is a community house. This is the house my subscribers as Marwa, my subscribers are built. So, I mean, in those kind of things maybe is why maybe the mother is skeptical of going in there. But I really feel like it has everything to do with the village mentality that people are telling her that this guy is Freemason. I mean, I've never accepted that fact that, or that thought that Maro could be a Freemason or whatever, even though there are a lot of questions that arises. For example, when the two ladies visited him and they died, and some grandma there, after buying land, she died. I mean, there's a lot of questions to ask, even though I won't really conclude and say, yes, this guy is working with some dark forces, but I will just say, in the village, it's really hard to convince someone that this thing is just happening. Even though someone like me, I know that YouTube can do all that. But now grandma is back home. Yes, could be back home. That is still a rumor. I'm not saying that I know if she's back at home, but she has refused to move to the new house because she feel like she's on the menu. Then there comes a problem. So Senso right now is saying the party has been moved to Sunday. Let's hear how that goes. Okay, listen to this. Like the video for me, guys, please.
I mean, feces. But she doesn't go to the toilet. She's not going to the toilet. So she needs to eat food for them even to get that, to do tests to see if she has typhoid or any other disease. So that being said is, I have decided that let her get food directly from my home.
Senso. Let her get food directly from your home. So what makes you think that she will trust your food? Do you know that actually the food that she doesn't trust the most is anything that is coming from you? That is why she has a problem in eating the food prepared by you. Mara said those grandson and her family should not cook for her, because according to Mara, he says that these people are jealous of mama or grandma because the other side, they're really jealous of this other side. And for Maro, he was wondering that we haven't taken nothing from the other home to bring to this other home. So, well, those people be jealous of the grandma. I didn't know that is the co-wives who are jealous of grandma, because that is the serious claim that this guy is launching. Actually, let me play it so that you guys can hear. Someone like Hamisa can see he's so serious defending this guy. But I wanted to play the receipt so that you hear the claim that this guy is launching against the other family. Because maybe for him, he feel like the co-wives, they want grandma gone because they feel like that house is so huge and it just happened for her. I didn't know.
Okay, so that at least maybe that will give her confidence to eat. Maybe. You know, I understand if you build such a huge, humongous house in the entire village in 19 days, you must be worried that maybe someone does not want you to go in.
Um, okay. Okay. I mean, that is not my own sentiment. This is the guy. That is Marwa's own sentiment. He say, according to the village setup, which I understand. According to the village setup, when you build such a big house and neighbors or villagers are looking at you, they are like, oh, and now you get a little bit sick. It's like someone does not want you to move in. Okay, they just want you gone. So if you ask yourself, who is that person that wants grandma gone? According to the censor, he says, is the other is the other co-wives. Okay, the other family that they want grandma gone. It is really crazy. Hey guys, can you please get the likes up? Kindly. Okay? Donate your likes. Keyboard donatus, please donate for me the likes.
And I'm not saying this, I'm just saying it from a humanist. You know, we human beings, sometimes we are very funny. Even something that has nothing to do with you or nobody robbed you, sometimes you feel bad about it.
Okay. Do you hear where do you get where the point is going? Do you get where this point is going? Like these other people, they feel like they're feeling jealous, even if nothing has been taken from them to do for this grandma. I don't really want to, okay, because this is a very bad narrative that this guy is planting. Because for now, grandma will now start living in fear, thinking that her co-wives want her gone. That's why she doesn't even want to move into the house. So she will be living in a big fear, in a great fear, thinking that immediately she goes there, they will do whatever it takes to eliminate her. You know, I saw a comment here. Someone is saying, if grandma hesitates to move into this house, it will be converted into Airbnb. Of course, grandma will not have anything to ask on it. Do you really know? Can you even imagine? Okay, I'm just asking you this. Can you imagine that grandma has refused to move into this house because she's skeptical? She feel like she will be eliminated if she move in there. You think that it would be so hard for Mara to just say, I'm paying you for the piece of land that I built this house, because if you can take it, I'm not going to demolish it. I'm going to buy this piece of land that I built the house, because the house has been built by my own subscribers. So I really feel like if the grandma won't move into that house, automatically this guy will own the house, will only pay the grandma a few cents for the piece of land that the house has been built on. And that will be the end of the story. And they should be called ungrateful. And Mara will come and say, you know what, you can only imagine that all the money that we've spent here building on this, and grandma does not move in there, so we cannot demolish the house. So what is going to happen here, I'm going to pay her the money that the house was built on this piece of land, and we are done with her. We can leave her, we can just let her live the life that she's used to. It won't surprise you. You know, sometimes I say like that and people are like, oh, how can that happen? That can really happen. I mean, it won't even, I'm kind of feeling like this guy is crossing his finger and say, oh my God, grandma say no to enter this house so that I can come and announce her as the biggest ungrateful person I ever met. And I'll just pay her some money and we are done with this house. It belongs to me. I'll be hosting my people here. You won't be surprised. Anyway, let me hope that grandma will find courage to move into the house, because for me, I understand, I know for sure that YouTube is capable, or this platform is really capable, because your subscribers who are watching you can feel the need of, you know what, building your house or maybe sending money to you, because I've seen people supporting me. So it's not a strange thing. It's not a strange thing. People can really support you. Okay, I've made a good friend from this platform, people who come through for me, people who support me in many ways. So I think it's something that really happened on a real world. But now in the village it's different. People are like, oh, so why were you built a house? You cannot explain. What is the end game? What is this guy targeting? You can explain. So Grandma is like, oh my God, no, I can't go there. And all because she can't go there, guys, are you ready to book the B&B? This B&B that is on your screen. That is the Airbnb that is coming up here. Michael N. and a Big Mac. Your rooms are reserved. Your rooms have been reserved here. You guys, if you want to come, that's the thing. JT, that will not happen. I think Grandma wants Maro to leave her compound and life as soon as possible. So how will he do that? How will he leave the compound as soon as possible after doing all this? Do you know that Maro will always be coming through or coming to this house with a camera like this and say, hey, you know what? This is the house we built in 2 days or in 2 weeks. And he will be there to film anywhere he feel like going to the bedroom. Even if Grandma will be sleeping in the bedroom, he will go there and film. Then the daughter, the grandma's daughter that's coming there, I don't know if she'll be cool with that, but now she'll be forced to be put on camera every single second. Oh, this is the grandma's daughter. One of my subscribers say the grandma should quit the job and come live here. We pay her the salary. And I mean, the thing that these people should make peace with is the fact that Marwa and his team will always come in that. Yeah, this is Marwa camera. This is Marwa's GoPro. One thing that grandma has to know is that as long as that house live there and Marwa, they will always show up there with cameras and they will film whatever they feel like filming, the toilet, wherever, in the kitchen, bedroom, and whatever. So they don't care if they come and film your panties on the floor or whatever. They will film. They have no limit. So I think those kind of things is what makes grandma to feel like, oh, no, I'm not ready to do this. So this as a GoPro, as Marwa's GoPro, will be always rolling. We'll always be rolling there, you know. So if a grandma refused to move into this house because she feel like he's been built by devil worship and Illuminati people, fingers crossed by Marwa. Grandma, you refused? Yes. You are the most ungrateful person I've ever seen. So what we'll do, guys, I'm going to pay her some money for the piece of land that we build the house. And this house will be for my fans, for you guys, for Big Mac and all people who have contributed your money, because this is not a GoFundMe that Jamaican uncle can reverse the money to you. You remember what happened the other time? Marwa came here lecturing the auntie of Castor. I don't know if you guys can join this, because I'm not just making a reaction for the sake of it. I'm trying to make it make sense that when they launched a GoFundMe for Castor, but the auntie came and said, we don't need that help anymore. Marwa almost said that she's ungrateful. He said, if they don't want, we can't force them. Actually, I'm washing my hands, and I will never be involved in such a thing ever. Even if someone is dying, I will never. So I will tell Jamaican uncle to refund the money. But because this is a property, it's not money on the GoFundMe that they can be refunded to people. So you know what will happen? Marwa will say, because this house was built by subscribers, let subscribers come and take the house, so they cannot take it from here. They will be freely coming in here and living in here. So, grandma, you just say your price. We give you the money for this piece of land that the house is built on. And now this house will belong to YouTube. And actually, they will call it. You can imagine someone planning to name your own home. Like they view the house. So, subscribers will come and say, this house should be named House YouTube. Oh, yes. So this will be House YouTube. And anyone who think they contributed, they can come there freely, do whatever they want to feel there. It's like a B&B for subscribers. I'm just saying, I pray that grandma can have that. I'm praying that grandma can really feel like it was a positive thing from subscribers. And I don't know if someone can really enlighten her, maybe inform her that this thing really happened on a real world, so that she can move into the house and enjoy the life. Okay, that would be a great change. But I'm again praying that Senso may at least leave the grandma to live in her private life there and have her own life, because coming in right, left, and center like you're the husband to this home, it doesn't make sense at all. Like at all, it really drains. I mean, just let the grandma live her life, you know. Just like Mama Ann did. You know, I like Mama Ann because after handing over the house to Mama Ann, they put a stop to you coming there with the camera and say, hey guys, this is the house we built in how many days? No. Now leave us to live our lives, okay? Yes, you did what you did, but now let us live our life. And I'm praying that actually they will let grandma live her life after handing over the house to her. Because it won't make sense. Like every day you're there with the camera, oh, we build this, how we build this. Okay, Sarah is asking a very good question saying, JT niko na swali. JT, have a question. Who appointed Marwa as a spokesperson of grandma's family? He's just making decision without involving them, even including big things like fencing and changing the roles. That was my point, actually. And I was heading there. And I was wondering, like, someone is sick in the hospital. You are there deciding that this piece of land will be donated for a road. This piece of land we will fence here. Also, this grave will be left outside, or this grave will be fenced in. It's some crazy things to imagine that you can do that to someone who's alive and without consulting them. And to make it even worse, that person is sick in the hospital, visiting them. So, just like Mama Ann is ungrateful, I know grandma also will be named ungrateful for refusing to move in. Right, let's go on. I see the minions. Team Masoda. Go with Dan. My guy, keep making some noise. Make sure you like the video. JT, stop giving Maro ideas of what to do if she refused to move in. You know that little man watches you. Yeah, he do. But one thing you have to know that he has the biggest picture. The bigger picture is here. And the fingers are crossed. Grandma refused. The house is leased. P&B for subscribers. House YouTube. Sorry, Villa YouTube. Or Villa Big Mac. Or Villa whoever you can call it.
For example, grandma's house, somebody could be feeling bad about grandma's house. And number one is we didn't take any money or anything from the other side to bring it on her side.
Okay, if you didn't understand her, that point actually. He says, or he's projecting that grandma's co-wives, okay? Grandma's co-wives might be feeling so jealous that grandma has this big house. But now Maru is wondering, like, we didn't take anything from them, from the other side, to bring to grandma's side. So why are they jealous? Why do they want grandma gone? I didn't know they're the one who wanted grandma gone. I didn't know that it is them actually who wanted. And by the way, and leave alone even that story. Let's go back. Let's come back to this ownership of the home and the land. Yesterday when I was making my reaction, I don't know if Joanne, you were watching me yesterday. I asked you a very serious question. I asked you, why do you think that Condad visited Marwa in this project? You know who Condad is. You know what he's capable of. You know what he does best. He always come here when something is a lucrative business is showing up, like a business opportunity, where he can grab anything. So when Condad actually came here to this, or he paid a visit, what came to my mind actually, and when I asked a question actually, who I remember Cavani was the one who answered and say, I think Condad is here to do what? To look for this land and survey the land and see if that land can make a good thing. Osman, I'll block you if you continue copying pasting this kind of nonsense in my comment section. At least type something, man. Are you a robot? I'm going to block you in the next minute if you don't type something apart from the emojis. The next minute you're gone. Anyway, JT, grandma is not an old woman. She is a very young woman and could make Mura a second wife. Oh my lord. Physically, she is type land and beautiful. It is possible he was forcing her into being his wife. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. I ain't saying no word. Oh my Lord. Okay. I'm flabbergasted in a way. But what do you guys think? Okay. Oh my God. Ayo. Ay. Sometimes I like what to say. Please like the video. Like the video. Let's go on.
But just because she's doing better, someone may not feel comfortable with that. Me, I don't, me, actually, I can tell you, me as Marwa, I don't know what jealousy is.
Mm. Oh, really? Mm-hmm. So grandma is worried about moving here because, according to this guy says maybe someone wants her gone. But no, the question is, who is Marwa? Okay, let's now come back to this question that who is Marwa? Who is Marwa to this home? Because okay, I just want to think towards the direction of that comment that has been left here recently by Dr. Cheryl, Dr. Cotton. Let me. No. Where's that comment? If I think towards the direction of this comment, there is something that can make you feel the same way, like who's this guy? For example, let me play this receipt. If people are saying, oh, that cannot happen, who's this guy to grandma? Because he's literally acting as a husband. This guy is literally acting as the husband to grandma. Why does he want to decide where the fence will be, what will be happening here, and at what point? I mean, it's crazy. Really crazy. Anyway, listen to this.
Guys, we're having a very serious discussion coming on the road. We've took close to 1 hour just trying to discuss where to put a wall here.
No, imagine that kind of madness. Like you are discussing with the strangers where to put the wall on someone's land, and that person is sick in the hospital. You are deciding, you are discussing and deciding where to put the wall. So is that not speaking like more of a husband? Because okay, I know that comment might come out controversial a little bit, but now, according to how he's thinking to that direction, how do you decide such a thing? Who are you to the grandma? Are you the homeowner? Are you the husband?
We are trying to see that if we put a wall very in, when they will dig this road, they will push on this side. But
you can even hear that Maro is warning them, don't cut this tree, you can plant this tree, you can go this extent, you can do that as a homeowner. So for sure, who is this guy though? Who is this guy?
Sasa tunakosana kabisa. Niko Buda. Ukuta ichezee hapa.
Maana walivyopima barabara.
So Nico Buddha, put the wall here. Anyway, let me push a little bit somewhere else that you can see. Look here, for example. They have already started. Okay. I know now that this one is now making a lot of controversy sense. I love controversial sense. Okay, listen. JT, the other question is, who's Brian? Remember, we don't know who Brian's dad. Is he Brian's dad? I had promised myself not to overthink, not to think so hard, overthink. This is the best time. Lately, I've been making just funny reaction, like for fun. I've not been overthinking and going deeper to thoughts, because the last time I did that, it really it really came out so controversial. But now imagine that we don't know who Brian's father is, because according to MARWA, okay, according to these people, Brian's mother passed 1 month after giving birth, and nobody knows Brian's father. So if you ask yourself, is he the father or whatever? I don't know. You know, I can't even say. But because why would grandma give her go ahead for all this to happen? Maybe they are distant, related, or whatever. It's Anyway, I'll show you a picture where they are together, MARWA and the Brian. I don't know if they look alike. I'm not sure. Okay, but
except here. So you guys left here because of what? Chacha. Here, why is it's not dug?
Here is the guy.
Yes.
I have not paid him.
Yes.
Finish in the morning.
Yes, he will finish.
all right, MARWA, where do you want the wall to be and why? Someone told me that because there is Chachatel here, Chachatel is family, so Chachatel can decide where the wall will be. No, Chachatel cannot decide. Not even Daniel, not even Brian. They cannot decide on behalf of grandma. Some decisions have to be made by grandma herself. Okay? Some decisions have to be made by grandma herself, because this is her land and this is her property. So there's no way that you can say, there's no way that you can say now this guy can make such a huge decision on behalf of grandma just because. Yeah, Miriam, I will choose to just stick to reaction and make it fun, because I don't want to make my head blow or whatever. We're just going to make it, okay? Lady Con, how are you though? Thank you for liking the channel. For loving the channel, actually, that is the thing. Not liking, loving. Loving is huge. You guys, I really appreciate you for watching my channel though. I mean, seriously, I do. Thank you for watching. Like the video. We're moving on, okay? We're moving on.
Guys, volunteering turned payment. Guys, this is the tree that made us decide that this fence should reach here. You see how cool that tree is? Yeah, it's very cool.
This is the tree that made us decide. We decided because of the tree. Okay, the grandma does not have to decide. She have to accept what we're saying. Wow. You know, Osman, you know, one thing I would really respect you if you go type to MARWA's video or MARWA's channel and tell him, hey guy, I think that you need to involve grandma in such decisions. Okay, try to keep it real as you're trying to be bold and telling me, because I listen. One thing I know with me is I listen to every person. Matter of fact, I don't even have moderators, because I believe if I had maybe some moderator, they would think that you're being too much. They will have kicked you out. Okay? But I don't. I just encourage anyone to come here and say whatever they want to say. Okay? Just come and express your thoughts. Come and tell me what you don't want, or come and tell me what you don't feel. Just come and say your thought. Come and say your mind. I encourage people to say like that. But again, I encourage you to have the same courage. Go and tell MARWA that this kind of decision are supposed to be made by the homeowner. Grandma is still alive. Why is this guy making huge decision? He's designing a home according to his preferences, according to his choice, according to how he feel like he should design a home. While the homeowner is there, why can't he wait for grandma to come back home to feel fine, so that the grandma can decide where the fence will reach, which piece of land she can donate for the road, where would she want to, I mean, right now this guy is actually operating like he's the owner of this piece of land. He's acting like he's as if he owns everything here. So it makes me really wonder. You know, it really makes me wonder so much. Makes me wonder so much. So me, I understand AVBs. Like giving them a free platform where they can come and say whatever they want to say. Some feel like, oh, they are entitled, they can say stuff. And yeah, it's good. I mean, everyone can say it. That's why I said I did that intentionally on purpose. I really wanted to have a free platform where anyone can say, you don't have to agree with me. Just come and tell me, hey, JT, I don't agree with you that, grandma cannot, Maro cannot decide on behalf of grandma because he has built a house. I really think that Maro has the power to decide what he has to do with that piece of land. If that was what you think, I'll say that's your opinion. But mine is, I don't really think it's appropriate for someone to come and make huge decisions for someone's home, for someone's property, where that person is there, making it matter worse, that person is sick, not feeling well. You haven't even gone to visit that person, but you're here making some huge decisions and deciding some stuff here as if you're the husband. So it doesn't make sense. To me, it really doesn't.
Very fit.
And this species you can't find it.
You can't find nowadays. They have.
Yeah, I'm Alex Patrick Maro Robbie. Suppose this too close.
No, not so
You
close.
have to pass believe this tree.
Yes, and also, where's grandma's land?
That is a very good survey over there. They want to know where the grandma's land is reaching. I really feel that the grandma's land is on budget. I mean, it's on plan. One of these fine days you might be told that grandma was told to move. One of these fine days you might wake up to some news that, you know what, grandma was forced to move because, okay, she was told the house does not belong to her or whatever. Where's grandma's land? It reaches here. So this is what we'll do. What you're going to do.
And also, where's grandma's land?
It reaches
Boundary.
This tree.
This tree.
Yeah, you see this road.
Yes, they had shared already. But here, Tipa can pass, right?
All right. Yeah, while Senso is making some decision over there, Rocio on the other side is saying, grandma does not need a TV. Okay? I don't think grandma needs some TV right now. Buy her some whatever. I don't know what she suggested. You can ask grandma, what do you want? Or someone sends money. All right.
So, but what we'll do, we will end this wall here. You see here?
Where?
Yes, here. Somewhere.
So
Here.
these are going to be.
But now the question is, why will you make such huge decisions on behalf of someone who's still alive? Why would someone make such a huge decision on someone who's still alive without involving them? Is that not even concerning? Is that not concerning? Brian or someone urgently needs to report this house illegal authorities. Okay. All right. On the other side, Brian said he's not going to school until grandma is home and they have thrown a party for that housewarming or whatever, opening the hall. So, is Brian going to school? Maybe or maybe not.
Yo, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
You are fine?
Yeah.
You have already prepared to go there. You have to go.
No, I don't go to school.
Did you hear that? Brian is saying he is not going to school. He is not going to school anymore because until he sees the grandma back at home and they have celebrated, the party is done, then he can go to school. But until then, he is not going anywhere. Maybe Brian knows something we don't. Maybe Brian knows something we don't.
Already prepared to go there. You have to go.
No, I don't go to school, but not celebrating.
Oh,
Yeah.
no celebration, no school. Of course, now you know if you go to school, now we will eat the all of.
No celebration, no school. Okay, boy. Okay, it was nice having you here, Osman. I have to put you out now. I have to kick you out of the channel. It was nice. It was nice having you, Osman. Now it's time to go. You have to go forever. Okay, I can't keep someone who does not have to reason. I said I give you a free platform so that you can express your thoughts and your opinion, but you have to keep it respectful. You know, have to keep it respectful. I mean, me, I give you opportunity to be someone civil, but if you cannot, I ain't got no business with you, and that's how it goes. So Osman, you're done. We are done. We are done here, like completely. So you can go make noise on the other side. This is not the right place. I have some people here like Hamis. We don't agree every day. Like we don't always agree, but it doesn't mean that you can come here. Someone else that is going to go. This one, you'll be following Osman very soon. If you don't if you don't use your minds, you're following him, you're following the other person in a minute. Anyway, guys, I don't want to take more time here. I don't want to take a lot of time here. I just want to thank you all for being here. You know, thank you all for being here, for watching my show. Thank you for the likes. Yeah, guys, I really appreciate you liking the video. If you haven't liked the video, take a moment to like the video. Subscribe the channel if you haven't. My name is JT. It's JT Podcast here, and I'm grateful that you guys are really here supporting me, liking the video, sharing, commenting. You took your time to watch my show, and I just want to bounce. I want to wish you a very nice, calm evening. Be safe, okay? Be safe. For people who are celebrating their birthdays this month, hey, happy birthday to you all. I'll be bringing Rocio to sing for you any day you have a birthday. Just remember to remind us when your birthday is, okay? Enjoy your evening, enjoy your day. Like the video before you bounce. Yeah, I love you all so much. You know that. Country music for life. Country music for life. Let's go. Guys, like the video before you go. Love you all. I do. Let me see your last comment as we leave the show. Wow, okay.